네, 오늘은요 오랜만에 또 서리나 씨를 불러볼 텐데요. 서리나 씨는 지금 우크라이나에서 유학을 시작을 한 지 얼마 안 됐다고 지난번에 소개한 적이 있습니다. 자, 서리나 씨를 한번 바로 불러볼까요?
서리나 씨,
나와주세요.
When I was 16, I actually went in for an audition at a music academy for a project called Voice Lab. At that time, I didn't really hold out much hope that I could actually pass, but surprisingly, I really got the chance to become one of 16 lucky young musicians who joined that project for 2 years. We learned how to compose and interpret music, how to write our own songs and lyrics, and also how to become really professional musicians. Every semester we would have a group concert that we organized ourselves, and at the end of those 2 years, each student had a debut and a solo concert, which was really, really cool.
Oh, wow.
So every time we hear Serena talk about herself, we learn something new.
Yeah, I was
네.
just about to say, I didn't know she was also musically talented as well.
네, 서리나 씨의 이야기를 들을 때마다 정말 깜짝 놀라게 되는데 굉장히 재능이 많아요. 그래서 지금 의과대생인데 사실 2년 동안 작곡을 배우면서 뭐 실제로 솔로 콘서트까지도 해본 적이 있다고 하는데 정말 대단한 것 같고
Yeah.
열심히 배우는 사람인 것 같습니다.
Yeah.
자, 그러면 구체적으로 어떤 이야기를 했는지 한 줄 한 줄 끊어서 볼까요?
Okay, so the first sentence she said is, when I was 16, I actually went in for an audition at a music academy. When I was 16, I actually went in for an audition at a music academy.
16살 때 한 음악학교의 오디션을 보았다라는 이야기인데요. 여기 쓰였던 표현 중에서 went in for an audition이라고 하는 표현 알아두면 좋겠죠. You go in for an audition, you basically take an audition.
You take an audition or you have an audition,
Or-
which is one that we use often.
Or you audition
Yeah, or you just audition. So she could say, when I was 16, I auditioned at a music academy.
그렇죠.
There's so many different ways you can use it.
오디션을 본다고 했을 때 물론 우리말로는 오 발음을 해주지만 오디션이라고 쓰니까 영어로는
Right.
오가 아니고 네.
Audition.
할 때 그
audition.
이게 이제 오디오라고 할 때도 audio잖아요.
Audio.
네, audio. 그래서 audition 그것을 동사로도 써서 audition at a music academy 또는 have an audition, take an audition, go in for
an
an
audition.
또는 maybe you can say attend an audition. Many things are possible.
Yeah, it's possible depending on the context and stuff.
그렇지만 가장 메간 선생님이 많이 쓸 표현은 바로
I think have an audition.
네, 이것을 가장 많이 쓸
I
것
think so.
같아요.
People are like, I'm going to have an audition, you know, tomorrow or whatever.
근데 have an audition이라고 했을 때는 그 오디션을 실제로 주최하는 사람 입장에서도 쓸 수가 있어서 조금 헷갈릴 수 있는 것 같아요. I'm going to have an audition for people who want to become singers. I am the grandmaster musician and I can have an audition.
That's true. It just depends on the context. So if you were a musician, I would know that, right? So
Yeah.
then, you know.
Alright. 자,
Context.
문맥을 통해서 충분히 알 수 있겠죠? 그런데 what was it for?
For a project called Voice Lab. For a project called Voice Lab.
Voice Lab이라고 하는 프로젝트를 위해서라는 뜻이었는데 뭐 여기서는 어려운 것은 없고요. 프로젝트 이름이죠. 그런데 재미있는 거 정보는 이제 랩이 원래 랩이 아니죠.
Right. So 원래, I couldn't think of how to say it. It's laboratory.
Laboratory. Laboratory라고 발음하는 사람도 있고요.
Yeah, you can say laboratory as well.
Laboratory. 실험실, 연구실을 이렇게 말하는데 그냥 lab이라고 합니다. 자, 그러면 그 다음 표현으로 가볼까요?
At that time, I didn't really hold out much hope that I could actually pass. At that time, I didn't really hold out much hope that I could actually pass.
그때는 at that time 또는 at the time, that, the 둘 다 쓰입니다. I didn't really hold out much hope. Not much라는 것은 별로 많이 뭐 하지 않았다.
Yeah.
그래서 희망을 많이 가지지 않았어요. That I could actually pass. 제가 실제로 또는 정말로 합격할 수 있을 거라는 희망을 별로 가지지 않았대요. Maybe because she was not really confident. Maybe
Right.
because there were a lot of competent musicians.
Right?
네. 다른 사람들이 정말 잘하거나 아니면 스스로 별로 자신 없을 때는 you can say this, right?
I didn't really hold out much hope, or you could say I didn't really have much hope as well.
네, hold out 좀 어렵다 생소하다 그냥 have로 대체해도 똑같은 의미가 되겠습니다. But
surprisingly, I really got the chance to become.
네, 그런데 놀랍게도 surprisingly, to my surprise,
To my surprise.
to my astonishment,
I was going to say that next.
to my I can't think of anything else.
I can't either.
네, 그 두 개밖에 없는 것 같아요.
Yeah. Surprise or astonishment.
네, to my surprise 또는 to my astonishment 해도 되고 그냥 여기처럼 surprisingly 놀랍게도 I really 진짜로 got the chance to become 뭐뭐가 될 수 있는 기회를 실제로 얻었다고 하네요. So what did she had the chance to become?
Well, we're going to find out, but first we're going to take a look at the clip.
One of 16 lucky young musicians who joined that project for 2 years. One of 16 lucky young musicians who joined that project for 2 years.
네, 어떻게 말을 했죠?
One of 16 lucky young musicians who joined that project for 2 years.
One of 16이라고 하면은 이제 16명 중 한 명이다. 그런데 lucky young musicians, 운 좋은 행운아의 또는 운 좋은이라는 뜻이죠. 운 좋은 젊은 음악가들 중 16명 중 한 명이 되었는데 그 사람들이 어떤 사람들인가 하면 who joined the project, who joined that project죠. 그 프로젝트에 2년간 참가하게 된 16명 중 한 명이 되었대요. Wow, this is amazing. Like,
It is amazing.
Only 16 people and she got in.
And she got in. That's awesome.
네, 이 내용 중에서는 특별히 어려운 부분은 없고요. Who joined that project 이 부분이 좀 연음이 되었습니다.
Right.
한번 잘 찾아보세요.
One of 16 lucky young musicians who joined that project for 2 years. One of 16 lucky young musicians who joined that project for 2 years.
So let's find out what they learned during that project.
Okay, let's do that.
We learned how to compose and interpret music. We learned how to compose and interpret music.
네, 오늘의 핵심 문장이 여기에 들어있죠. We learned how to, 물론 여름할 때는 어떻게 된다고요? How to.
We learned how to compose and interpret music.
네, 물론 how to라고 해도 상관없습니다.
Yeah, you can say it that way,
네.
but more naturally, a lot of people just say how to,
네.
just like gotta, wanna,
네,
shoulda.
그렇죠. 사람들이 워낙 how처럼 발음을 많이 하다 보니까 여러분이 꼭 그렇게 해야 되는 건 아닌데 알아들을 수 있어야 되겠죠. how를 다른 단어처럼 이해하시면 안 되겠습니까? 그래서 we learned how to compose and interpret music. compose는 작곡하는 거고요. You compose music as a composer, right?
As a composer, right.
그리고 interpret music. Interpret, what is interpret?
Interpret music just means like kind of reading music and kind of, I guess in a way, conducting your own group playing of that music.
네.
Did that make sense?
Sort of,
Yeah.
to a degree.
So like conductors, they read music and they interpret it and they
그렇죠.
decide how they want the like orchestra or whatever group that's playing the music goes about playing it.
그렇죠.
Yeah.
interpret 하면은 이제 통역한다라는 의미도 있습니다.
Right.
translate.
Right.
그렇지만 여기에서는 이해를 하는 거죠. 해석.
Right.
그래서 음악을 작곡하거나 아니면 music that someone else had
Someone
made,
else has written.
she learned how to interpret it. 그것을 해석하는 방법. 해석해서 이제 또 연주를 다르게 할 수도 있겠죠. Okay, and then what else did she learn?
How to write our own songs and lyrics.
오.
How to write our own songs and lyrics.
배운 것이 여기서 끝이 아니고 그 다음으로 또 이어지고 있는데 how to 기억해 주시고 write our own songs and lyrics. 이제 own song이라고 하면은 내 스스로의 노래잖아요.
Right.
즉 자작곡이죠.
Right. So you are the one who's writing and creating the song.
네, 사실은 앞에 나왔던 그 compose music하고도 똑같은 말인 것 같아요. I think if you compose music, you write your own.
I think it's the
song.
same. Well, I think in this case they mean your own, because you can compose music for another like group or for other people
okay.
as well, like ghostwriter, we call
네.
them sometimes.
그렇군요. 또 뭐 문맥에 따라서 사소한 차이가 있을 수 있겠네요. 누군가를 위해서 음악을 작곡해서 제공하는 경우도 있겠고, my own song이라고 하면 내가
Right.
부를 노래가 될 수도 있으니까. 그래서
But you guys know about ghostwriters?
yeah,
Like the people
ghostwriters.
who write the songs like for like certain singers and stuff.
그렇죠. 뭐 ghostwriter라고 하면 일반적으로는 대필가를 가리키는데 이제 ghost 유령처럼 보이지 않는 writer,
Right.
대작을 해주는 거죠. 그런데 여기에서는 그것이 아니고 스스로 쓴다. Write our own songs and lyrics. 가사를 쓰는 방법을 배웠다고 했는데요. Lyrics, of course, very important. Lyrics are, or that word is written in the plural form. Lyrics.
Right, it's always lyrics because there's
맞아요.
never just one unless your song is just Megan.
Then it would be
Then it will be a lyric.
one lyric. 그렇지만 일반적으로 노래는 여러 줄로 되어 있기 때문에
Right.
that would be a really boring song.
Well, that's the best song ever.
메간이라고 하는 이름만 계속 나오는 노래라면 정말 지루할 것 같은데 그런 경우가 아니라면 가사가 여러 줄이니까 다 lyrics 복수 형태로 써줍니다.
Right.
And what else did she learn?
And also how to become really professional musicians. And also how to become really professional musicians.
그리고 또한 무엇을 배웠다고요? How to become really professional musicians. 그리고 정말로 전문 음악가가 되는 방법도 배웠습니다. So she learned how to become like a pro musician in a way. 똑같은 뜻이지만 이렇게 pro라고
Yeah.
하기도 합니다.
Pro.
Yeah. So becoming a professional musician means you make money using
Right.
music.
Right.
Yeah.
Because when you're a professional at anything, that means you are doing it for profit,
네.
making money.
사실 professional 또는 pro라고 할 때 professional, pro 둘 다 두 가지 뜻이 있는 것 같아요. 하나는 정말로 수준급이다. You have
Right.
a high skill level.
A high skill level. So you can be a pro at English, like Hyunwoo Sim is not,
you.
or you.
Repeat that. pro, 뭔가를 잘하는 거 pro라고 하고 maybe you can say Megan is a pro at lying.
Yeah.
아니면 telling jokes
Yeah.
or being funny 이런 것들 이제 pro 정말 잘하는 건데
Right.
그걸로 이제 돈을 번다 전문 직업인이다라고 할 때에도 또 프로를 쓰기 때문에 둘 중에 무엇을 가리키는지 잘 봐야 되겠고 여기서는 전문 음악가 이 뜻은 정말로 how to make a living, how to make money through music. Okay, and then what would happen?
So the next one has some parts that are a little bit fast. So first, let's watch it.
Every semester we would have a group concert that we organized ourselves. Every semester we would have a group concert that we organized ourselves.
Oh, what did she say?
Every semester, we would have a group concert that we organized ourselves.
네, 여기에서 이제 every semester까지 잘 들리다가 갑자기 쑥 지나가는 부분이 있었어요.
Every semester, we would have a group concert that.
She was speeding through that
Yeah.
part. Every semester, 매 학기마다 이 부분 뭐라고 한 거죠?
we would have a group concert.
그렇죠. We would have인데 어떻게 했다고요? 다시 한번.
We would have.
We would have.
We would have.
We would
or
have.
we'd have.
Would have.
We would have.
네, 여러분도 한번 해보세요. We would,
Would.
have. would는 사실 많이 등장을 하는데 우리 그 English on the go에 뭐뭐 하곤 했다. 예전에 반복하던 그런 습관, 규칙적으로 하던 행동을 would를 통해서 자주 묘사를 합니다. 그래서 every semester we had라고 해도 되겠지만 we would have 하면은 뭐 하곤 했습니다. We would have, we would have, we would have. 그래서 많이 연습해놔야겠죠. A group concert, 단체 콘서트, 그룹 콘서트인데 what kind of group concert?
That's they organized themselves.
네.
That we organized ourselves.
네, 스스로 주최를 한 거죠. So what does it mean? Organize a group concert themselves?
Well, it means they probably were in charge of, finding the venue and in charge of making flyers and like getting the word out and things like that.
그렇죠. 그래서 콘서트를 실제로 음악만 연주하는 것이 아니고 이제 뭐 이름도 정할 수도 있겠고 they can come up with the name for the concert,
Yeah, or the theme.
the theme,
Make the
정말.
flyers.
그렇죠. 테마를 정하거나 그 다음에 flyers 전단지를 뭐 만들 수도 있겠고 그런 것들을 다 그다음에 장소 정하고 이런 것들을 직접 했다라는 이야기가 되겠죠?
Oh, they're really pros then in that case if they're learning how to do that.
Yeah, because you have to actually learn every single aspect of the concert, right?
That's true.
네. All right, let's review this part.
Every semester we would have a group concert that we organized ourselves. Every semester we would have a group concert that we organized ourselves.
So when was this concert? Okay. At the end of those 2 years. At the end of those 2 years.
사실은 이 콘서트는 every semester라고 할 거예요. In case you forgot. 매 학기마다 콘서트를 했다고 했고. So the whole project was 2 years long.
Right.
So earlier in the clip, she said she became one of 16 young musicians who would join that project for 2 years. 그래서 그 2년이라고 하는 기간이 다시 한번 나오고 있습니다. And at the end of those 2 years, 이것도 알아두시면 좋겠죠. Those 2 years.
Right.
네.
Those 2 years, because it's a set amount of years that she already spoke about earlier.
네, 뭐 3개월이라고 하면은 at the end of those 3 months 또는 뭐 6개월.
At the end of those 6 months.
네, 그래서 예전에 있었던 일이기 때문에 특히 이제 those 6 months, those 3 months. Those 2 years. 그래서 그 2년이 끝난 후에 what happened?
Each student had a debut and a solo concert. Each student had a debut and a solo concert.
네, 각각의 학생들 모두 16명이 had a debut, 데뷔를 했고 어떻게 데뷔를 했는지는 구체적으로는 모르겠지만 and a solo concert, 솔로 콘서트를 했대요. 와.
Wow.
네, 같이 콘서트도 했지만 한 명 한 명이 했다고 합니다.
Yeah.
That must have been really cool, right?
It must have been really cool to like debut and have your own concert.
Yeah, so she says.
Which was really, really cool.
네.
Which was really, really cool.
네, 그래서 정말 멋진 경험이었겠죠. 그렇기 때문에 앞에 했던 이야기를 한 다음에 which로 받아서 정리하는, 요약하는 그런 의미로 많이 씁니다. Which was really, really cool.
Yeah.
예, 이야기를 끝낼 때 each student had a debut and a solo concert. 가만히 있으면은 bye 하면은 약간 이야기가 정리가 안 되는 거잖아요. 그래서
Right.
Which was really, really cool.
Really cool.
네, 이런 형태로 이야기를 자주 끝맺으니까 여러분도 한번 활용해 보시면 좋을 것 같아요.
All right.
Yeah.
So that's it for going over it. So let's take a look at it 2 more times. The first time with English subtitles and the second time without. Let's watch.
When I was 16, I actually went in for an audition at a music academy for a project called Voice Lab. At that time, I didn't really hold out much hope that I could actually pass, but surprisingly, I really got the chance to become one of 16 lucky young musicians who joined that project for 2 years. We learned how to compose and interpret music, how to write our own songs and lyrics, and also how to become really professional musicians. Every semester we would have a group concert that we organized ourselves, and at the end of those 2 years, each student had a debut and a solo concert, which was really, really cool. When I was 16, I actually went in for an audition at a music academy for a project called Voice Lab. At that time, I didn't really hold out much hope that I could actually pass, but surprisingly, I really got the chance to become one of 16 lucky young musicians who joined that project for 2 years. We learned how to compose and interpret music, how to write our own songs and lyrics, and also how to become really professional musicians. Every semester we would have a group concert that we organized ourselves, and at the end of those 2 years, each student had a debut and a solo concert, which was really, really cool.
Again, thank you, Serena, for telling us such a cool story. And
Right?
it's a cool spot that she was filming the video.
Right?
in. Yeah.
Everything about it is just cool. Next time, just sing us a little bit of a song. I want to hear it.
To prove that you
Yeah.
became a musician. Just kidding. You don't have to prove
No,
us
you
anything.
don't have to prove anything. I
Thanks
bet it's
for-
beautiful,
Yeah.
your voice.
Yeah, thanks for the story. And now we're going to learn some new words.
Okay, it's time for Street
Smart